crafty friends, it's Tracy Hines, aka Nanner Banana, and in today's video we are making a belly band for our Train to the West Victorian era journals. This is what we're going to be creating, and I want to take you through the process of how I did that. So the first thing you're going to need is a 3 by 8 inch piece. This is a manila folder, whatever you have. It could be a scrapbook paper, assuming it's like cardstock weight, and then something to glue on top of it to give it a background color. Again, I'm using some darker piano paper, but that certainly doesn't mean that's what you have to use. You could use some kind of text book page, whatever you have would work. And as always, this is a train journal going out west, Victorian era, but if you're doing a journal on botanicals, your focal point would be a flower and a label, something like that, instead of where mine is a train and a Victorian image. So I just glue my paper to decorate that base on top. And then I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac to glue the lace down. Make sure I've got the lace laying the right way so when I pop it over, it's already the right direction. We'll be sewing this as well, so you don't have to use a ton of glue, but enough that it secures it while you're sewing. I just line this lace up. It's 3-inch lace. I just line it up to the edge there and then flip it over, and I'm going to tack these ends to the back. Okay, so I'm going to take that to my sewing machine and zigzag around that to secure the lace, as well as just add a decorative element to the belly band. I'm using number 5 on my Brother SQ9185 series sewing machine. The length is 2.5 and the width is 5.0 for my stitches. We will be using this again here in a few minutes. I'm just going to push it up out of the way while we start decorating these belly bands. I went ahead and made some earlier for the journals I'm making and the giveaway and the one I keep for myself. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is ink our tag and get that glued down. So we'll do that first. Let me grab my ink. Oops. tags here. These tags are from the digital that I have on my Ko-Fi, Tracy Hines, aka Nanner Banana. I will have the link in the description of this video, so if you'd like to make these, you can go over to Ko-Fi and download the digital for free. And then, what else? Is there anything else that I wanted to share? The kits that I'm going to have this month will be released here in another, not this week, not next, but that weekend, after next weekend. They'll be released, and everything you see me making today is in that kit as well. I include everything you need to make the journal, the signatures, the closure, and I do my first 10 embellishments that I make on my channel for each series is also included in the kit. That way you can have a complete journal. I only have 2 this month. I didn't have enough material to make a lot of kits, but hopefully if you want one, you're able to get it. Okay, so it looks like I have an extra, and I think I personally might like the trains a little bit better than the people. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this one up and use it instead of the people. I have to use one of the people, but other than that, I'm going to use the trains. Okay, perfect. Now then, I'm going to go ahead and ink up my labels here that'll be used. They don't really need probably inked, but I just want to make sure you don't notice a white edge or anything from the side. Again, these labels are part of my digital. So even if you're not doing a Train to the West series, you can see the labels could be used on just about any project. They're nice muted tones. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, that's right. 5's all I need. Okay. Whew. Must be getting tired. I can't even count. All right, let me get my little stamp for the little label part of this. And I'm going to need to ink my paper doll people as well. But let me get this part done. And then we'll get these glued down and I will go back and add the people. So you'll be folding this over a little bit onto the back. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that now. So when I stamp my little number on here, I get it where I want it, knowing that it's getting folded. Okay. This one, I'm not gonna actually fold that one because it is not a very big one. So you wouldn't have to put the number on here. I just think it adds a nice little touch. So, but again, you wouldn't have to do that. All right, let me put my little stamp out of the way, and I'm going to work on getting these glued down. And then you'll see I'm going to put that right there, and then we will sew again to add some sewing detail on top of these. I think these belly bands are so pretty, and they'll look so cute with ephemera behind them on the page. Cannot wait to see the finished product with stuff behind them. I think that'll be neat. All right, there's that one. Do you want to ink that up a little bit more there? I see where it's looking a little bit too white for my taste. All right. Don't know why I put glue on that. I've got to put glue on my tag. That barking is my neighbor's dog, guys. I apologize for that. My backyard is a thoroughfare for all the neighborhood people that have dogs to walk their pets, and there's like an easement at the back of my home that everyone uses as a walking path. So, and then it gets other dogs barking. Okay, so let's get these. Oh, I need to put the paper dolls on. That's right. So let's get the paper dolls ready to go. Again, I'm going to need to ink these up to get rid of any white edges. And we'll see which ones we like the best. And if you don't like to fussy cut and you're making these and you don't want to use the digital, you could always use Tim Holtz paper dolls. Would look really good too here. That was definitely one of the what I was going for kind of when I made these, was that look. Let's put her over here. Oh yes, good deal. I've got the little boy. I decided to use him for the one with the couple standing waiting on the train because I thought that fit the theme a little bit better and he didn't hide the people. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's so cute. I like the mom and the little boy sitting down. That looks so good. So let's put that there. I may end up switching one of these ladies out, actually, because I like the mom and the little kid better. Which I guess it could be a nanny. It doesn't have to be a mom. And then I have this tall gentleman, which it pretty much hides the train, so I may not want to use him, and I probably should use her. So that's what we'll do, and we'll save these for another project. Let me get these guys glued down, and then we'll be ready to add the sewing detail like we did for this one, just right through there. And if I notice any white edges, I can touch those up as well. Luke, no bark. I know it's hard when you hear all the other dogs barking. I know it's hard. No. Boy, he is really fired up. That other dog is, isn't he? Her. She is so pretty. The little boy, that's my favorite, and the little boy one is my favorite. So cute. All right, let me get this put on and let's put the finishing touches on these with a little more sewing. I think that sewing detail really adds a lot. And it just shows you don't even have to sew that much to get a big impact. I will show you all these when I get them sewn one by one, and you can see what a difference the stitching makes. And my last one here. Push my sewing machine back so we can get a good look at these. So this is the one I made for a prototype, and these are the ones we just finished. Let me know what you think. Are you going to try making these? And which character do you like the best? I like the mom and the little boy on the suitcase and the little boy. Those are my two favorites. All right, guys, don't forget to keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep making something out of nothing. Bye.